All right, so we were just asking you off there about Don King and your thoughts on him, because we were saying how Golden Boy Promotions is kind of like
They all try to do things to get rid of Dunn, take Dunn out the game, but can't nobody take Dunn out the game. You got to realize, Dunn. This is what I've come to realize. God has to have His arms of protection around Dunn. Dunn been supposed to still be in prison serving time. He's not. So everybody in the world and tried to get him, and tried to sue him, and tried to do everything they could to him. They can't stop him. I mean, everybody done been at him, and they can't do nothing with him. What does that tell you? Only the power of God can be that good.
right.
So then they say, you know, he walk around with a smile on his face at all time. He don't never worry about nothing. He just be chilling. You know, he's never upset about nothing, because he knows more so than most of these people out here who claim to be believers. He knows that God got his back, obviously.
Do you think he took unfair advantage of some people, though?
That could have possibly happened, but I mean, as much as he helped them, he probably didn't feel it was unfair, because without them, they wouldn't have got some of the opportunity. Without him, they wouldn't have got the opportunities that they got.
Right.
So he doesn't see it as unfair. It could have been unfair. I'm not saying he's right to everybody, but he don't see it that way.
Okay.
He honestly don't see it that way.
He doesn't think he did anything.
Well, I ain't say I don't think so. I said he
Right.
don't see it that way.
Okay.
Meaning that it didn't come from his heart to be unfair, I don't think.
Now, we were also discussing this whole Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao that is not going to happen, you know, or maybe it will happen later on down the line.
Maybe.
And everybody has their own opinion on who's right and who's wrong in that situation. You know, Manny Pacquiao didn't want to submit to the Olympic-style drug testing that Floyd Mayweather Jr. wanted him to undergo. But Floyd says he made his own concessions. We can do the blood testing, you know, 14 days beforehand. And Pacquiao didn't want to even do that.
Right.
Who do you think was right in that situation?
I don't know who was right. I feel bad for the fans in boxing that we couldn't see the fight, because all the fans of boxing want to see the fight, and it's a great fight for the sport right now. But you got to look at it from both fighters' side. Floyd Mayweather feels like if he put that pressure on Manny and Manny don't do it, he feels like that's his way of saying Manny guilty of something.
Right.
You understand me? Manny feels like, I guess obviously, that if he does it, he's giving in to Floyd's way already. So he's lost the first round already. Because he gave in to what Floyd asked, or Floyd's demands.
So it's all like a mental.
In boxing,
headway.
it is. It don't just start at the boxing ring. It starts long beforehand. So it's part of that fight where you got to win the first round in order to try to win the fight.
Well, now you beat Bernard Hopkins 17 years ago. What is your relationship with him? You know, before then.
He don't like me, but I'm cool with execution. I think he's a pretty good guy. You know, he's a guy who wants to be like me. He followed me, following the shit of my footsteps his whole career. He's still envious of me because I was able to stand on top of the world when we were in our prime. He came back and made up for a lost time, though. He got on top of the world in the later part of my career. So he did good. So now he feels like, okay, Roy had his time, I had my time. Now let me see, can I go back and avenge this loss? And
now, this fight is a long time coming, too.
Like I said, that's basically what has happened. And you know, I respect the man for wanting to come back and avenge the loss, but at the same time, you know, it's too late. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? I wish, you know, he was better, or could have gotten somebody else to go pick on, but me, I'm not the one.